decided to show you how to sort of dress up a simple orchid plant because I want to encourage you to have orchids in your house and just make them your own by having fun adding design elements to them. So, you know, there are a lot of people who spend years studying orchids and understand how to really properly care for them. What I can tell you is that if you just buy an orchid plant, put it in sunlight, you know, have it near sun, it doesn't have to be direct sun or all the time, and then just water it every now and then. I do about half a cup a week. That they will thrive and they will continue to bloom, and it's just a really rewarding, beautiful plant. So let me get to, you know, how to dress it up. So here's just, you know, one Phalaenopsis orchid that I bought at the grocery store. So comes like this, looks pretty good, but I'm thinking we can, you know, make it look a little bit better. So what I have are a few design elements that I want to tell you about, and then I'll get to work on it. So the first thing is some wire. Now, as a florist, I have access to a lot of different types of wires, but this is picture hanging wire, okay? So I wanted to use something that you can find yourself, and you can get this at the hardware store. And I bought this cool sort of lime green color, but you could get silver or copper or gold or, you know, any way it comes and have your own picture hanging wire, or a different type of wire that you may have in your house. The other thing is a little bit of moss. You're going to see how this moss really can add a lot to the orchid. Now, you can find moss at any plant store. Sometimes it'll come with the orchid itself, and you can use it in the ways I'm going to. And you can also find preserved moss at craft stores. So, you know, just think about finding moss. And I realize, you know, while I'm using the moss here, there may be something else that could be used in place of it. And if you have ideas on that, you know, post it on Facebook or let us know in case someone can't find moss, what else they could use. All right, the other and last design element here, bamboo chopsticks. So these, you know, came with our, you know, local Asian takeout, but I'm thinking you may also have access to these. If not, you could get any sort of, you know, wooden dowel or skewer, but I'm going to use these today. So let me get to work here on the orchid. Now, when they come like this, they often have what I think are little hair clips, because you can use them to pull your hair back, right? To secure the stalk to the stake here. So I want to get rid of these because I don't like the look of them, maybe in your hair, but, you know, not on the orchid. So I'm going to set that one aside, and you'll see what happens, right? So we need to find a new way to make this stay. So what I'm going to do is grab a little bit of my moss. So I ripped off a small little piece. I'm going to wrap it here, holding it with my hands, and then take a little piece of my picture hanging wire and twirl it around here so that this stays. Great. All right, so now I'm going to go through and do the same thing with these other stalks. And sometimes they'll stay up just like that, right? Because the stalk might curl around the stake, but I'm going to secure it just so I know it's not going to fall down later. I love the color of this Phalaenopsis orchid. It's like, you know, Kool-Aid or something, like spotted, and the throat is a really beautiful fuchsia color. All right, one last one over here. Again, a little touch of moss. I think already it's looking more interesting than how it did with the hair clips, but I'm realizing too, if you didn't have wire like this, you could certainly use a little bit of raffia or any sort of ribbon, okay? And you can have it continue to wrap down the stalk too, if you like that look. Now for my chopsticks. Taking them out of the package, and I'm going to just push them through, one like this, and then another one X there, why not? I think this one, I may send, let's see, maybe I'll use this one here. All right, twirling this through, there we go. And I could do another X, or I could have them be straight across. There are so many options. That's what I love in using these. The other thing with these bamboo chopsticks is if for some reason your orchid doesn't come with a nice stake here, you can use them as stakes. So far, I think this is what I'm going to do. I've got my 2 in here. I've got this one here. I'm just going to leave plain. And then I'm going to take the rest of my moss and tuck it in here around the base to cover up this sort of root. It just looks a little bare, and I like the look of it sort of falling over. And the nice thing about the moss actually is it helps preserve the moisture in there, keep the moisture in. And if you have any of these roots that are coming out, that's fine. If any of it looks dead, I'm going to pull it off. Otherwise, I'll just let it crumble out and have the sort of nice natural look to it. All right, great. So I think we got this one. To me, it already looks more interesting than, you know, when it had the hair clips on it without the moss. And I like it this way. And I wanted to show you one of my favorites. I've had this orchid for 6 years. So I wanted it to be a testament to the fact that they do come back, and I am not an orchid expert. All I do with this guy is, you know, keep it in the window and, again, water it every now and then. And as it grew, recently, the sort of shape, it was twirling, it's gone all different directions, so I, you know, have had fun sort of securing it and, you know, pushing it in different directions as it's growing, but I just love it, and it has a beautiful deep purple throat. It's gorgeous and fun, and I hope you can enjoy orchids in your home as I have in mine, and or also consider giving them as a gift. It's a great thing to have, so and to give. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, you know, send them to me. Feel free to post similar things if you get inspired to dress up your orchids. I'd love to see the photos, and you can do that on our Facebook page. Thank you so much.